Okay, this week we're going to look at sectors. Now, a sector is a slice of a circle. It comes out from the middle. So you see why that's your circle there, and that's your radius. And that's also radius. See this slice here? That is called your sector. Now, let me remind you of a couple of things. You see, if you wanted the area of a circle, it would be pi r squared. You see, if you want the area of a sector, it would be whatever fraction of the circle you have. So you need to know this angle A in here. So it's the angle out of 360, because there's 360 degrees in a circle, times pi r squared. So it's a very, very important formula that you need to know. Now, also on a circle, if you were asked for the circumference of a circle, it's the one that goes pi d. Remember CD, so pi d. So if I want, see in your sector, let's draw this out. There's your sector there, look. And you see if I want this here length. So length, just that curved bit there. That's your radii. So the length of a sector, it's whatever fraction the circle, whatever fraction you have, so it's A degrees out of 360 times pi d. Okay, so we're going to work with that, and we're going to try these questions on exercise C. So this is in your notebooks. Maybe before we do exercise C, I'll give you a couple of these examples so your notebooks are lovely. So let's say, for instance, you have this here, 70 degrees, and this is 8.3 centimetres. And say I wanted the area of this. The area of a circle is pi r squared, but you don't have a full circle. You have 70 degrees out of 360. Unfortunately, I don't have a calculator handy, which isn't good, so I have to just use the phone, which is not ideal. So we go 70 divided by 360 times pi times, now your radius here is 8.3 squared. So times by 8.3 two times. And it should come up as 42.1 centimetres squared. Now, if I wanted now the length of the sector, so let's do this. Sometimes it's called the arc length, okay? So arc length, because an arc is a bit of the circumference, and I'm only finding a bit of the circumference. That's an arc length. So the circumference of a circle is pi d, but I don't have a full circle. I have got 70 degrees out of 360. So it's 70 out of 360 times pi. Now be careful. Remember, this is just the radius from the centre to the edge. Your full circle is the whole way around that. So your diameter is actually double this, so just be really careful. So it's 16.6. So it's 70 divided by 360 times 3.14 times 16.6 to give you an arc length of 10.1 centimetres. Now, I'll call this part A, and we'll call this part B, and we'll call this part C. Sometimes the question asks you for the perimeter of the sector. Now, if it asks me for the perimeter of the sector, I've got the curved bit here worked out. That's your 10.1. And remember, perimeter is the way around a shape. So add on 8.3 for this straight line, and then add on another 8.3 for the other straight line. And if you add all of those up, you should get 26.7 centimetres. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we will go in your wee booklets, and I'll attach the picture as well, is exercise C. I'm going to do questions 1 to, I think we will go to 1 to 3 first.